So today I'm doing a quick date night look. So to see how I got this look, stay tuned. Okay, so first I'm starting with a freshly washed face. I'm going to go in with the NYX Setting Spray, the Radiant. I know I said in my last video I didn't really care for this spray, but since I have it, I'm going to use it and try to finish it up. And now I'm just fanning my face to get the product to just dry. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is go on with my spoolie brush to brush out my eyebrows. I do this so I can get just an even look on both sides and just brush out any hairs that are sticking up or that's a little raggedy looking. Next, I'm going in with my Wet n Wild eyeliner pencil. Now, normally I use the NYX eyeliner pencil, or I'll use the Anastasia eyebrow pencil, but since I didn't have neither of those, I just ran out to the store to go grab one. I've been using this probably for about a month now. This pencil, now I will say, it's very, how do I say this? It's not the best to do eyebrows on. You have to be very light when you apply it because it is very, it's dark and it can be very heavy on the eye. So pretty much I'm just like going in with small strokes and just getting it to fill out just my eyebrows. I naturally have thick eyebrows, so I really don't have to do too much. It's literally just a couple of strokes with the pencil and then I'm good to go. Now, I haven't had my eyebrows done since February, so they are a little bit thicker than normal, but I'm just gonna go in with more concealer to just, you know, blend it out. Okay, next I'm going in with the L.A Girl Concealer. This is the color Cool Tan, I think it is. Then I'm just taking in a concealer brush and just I'm pointing it. As you can see, like I get the brush really flat and then I kind of curve it to make like a triangle with the brush. And so I do this with my brush just so that way I have more control and it's more precise when I'm drawing my line. And I just go in and just clean up anything that's like any hairs that are left over. So yeah, this was so hard to do on camera. Oh my goodness. So if you see me looking away or looking up to the side, it's because there's a mirror in front of where my camera is set up. So I'm just trying to like look in the camera as well, but then also look at the other mirror to make sure I'm making sure this is going correctly. So again, my eyebrows haven't been done in so long, so please don't judge. These are not how my eyebrows normally look, but I got it as best as I could. I'm trying to like just create the shape. So you just want to just go under and just go back on top, go under and clean up anything that you don't like. This is where the concealer plays a major part of your makeup routine. Just because like with the concealer, you literally can just hide anything. You can hide the little stray hairs. You can make your eyebrows thicker. You can make them look thinner. So that's what I'm doing with the concealer. So this eyebrow, it didn't really come out as good as the other eyebrow. So as you see, I'm kind of like, trying to clean it up as much as possible. It's got too thin, my arch. It's a little too high, but I'm like, I'm just going to work with it and just keep going. I was debating if I should just do this off camera, but I'm like, I already started. I'm just going to continue and finish. Next, I'm going in with my new favorite foundation, the CoverGirl True Matte. So I'm just taking a small amount. I use like usually one pump, and then I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender, as you see, and blend it out. Now you want to make sure your beauty blender is wet. This will not come out good if your beauty blender is dry. It must be wet. And I just take the flat side of the beauty blender and just blend. Next, I'm going back in with the L.A Girl Concealer. Now this one is Warm Honey. And I just give it like a small amount. I take my beauty blender using the pointed side, and I'm going to now apply that product. And I kind of go in like a triangle motion under my eye, and I make sure I really get really close So I switched to a brush because I couldn't remember if I liked using a sponge when I was, if I just wanted to use a sponge to blend it out or did I want to apply it. Then I realized, okay, last time I applied it with the sponge, so, but I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna go ahead and continue with the brush. So now going back in with the sponge, I'm just blending, going back, blending. Now it's gonna look crazy right now. It's going to look super white and like ghostly on until I finish the blending process. So please bear with me. So I make sure I blend all the way outwards to my hairline as well as on my forehead. I try to blend in like a circular motion, if that makes sense, to not just leave like that small circle in the middle of my head. I kind of like blend upward and around just to give it more like balance all over my face. So yeah, blending takes a long time. Gosh, this is why I didn't like using sponges at first, because it takes so long. Like if I was using a brush, this would have went by quicker, but the sponge just makes the makeup look so much more flawless. Okay, so next I'm just going in with this dark chocolate brown contour stick. I'm not even sure where I got it from. It's so old. And then I'm taking the back side of the beauty blender. So I started going in with my beauty blender, but then I realized, okay, I don't like how this is coming out. I'm gonna have to use a brush for this part. So then I go ahead and get like this angular brush and then I buff out that area. So I was supposed to do my eyeshadow before I even started on my face, but I was like, all right, I'm already halfway done with my face, so I'm just gonna roll with it. So if you do not have eyeshadow primer, you can use your concealer, which I did here because I didn't have any more. So I was just using my concealer to kind of coat my eyelids and all the way up to my eyebrow, just to give it a base for my eyeshadow, so that way my eyeshadow pops more on camera. Okay, so now I'm going in with the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm taking those two browns, I'm mixing them together, and I use this just to set the concealer that I placed on my eyes. Okay, next I'm going in with this bright lime green Party Animal palette. I'm just going to apply some on my brush. I blow it out just so I don't have any excess dripping. Well, not dripping, but falling down. And I'm just applying it underneath my brow bone. So it is super bright, so I try not to use too much, and then I just blend it out. But I want enough so you still can see that it's lime green under there, but not too loud where it's like, oh my gosh, it's super dramatic. Okay, next I'm going in on my crease, and I'm going to use this to apply that orange. Now this is the color I want to show the most, so I'm going to really try to pack that color on. So as I'm applying it, I'm literally like blending outwards. So if you can see. So I start in and then I blend outwards. Now I'm taking this bright pink and I'm applying that onto my eyelid. And I really try to pack this color in as well, because sometimes pink and orange, they kind of blend into each other, especially this palette. So I'm trying to like really pack on the pink as much as possible, so that way you can see that, okay, it's a third color here. So now I'm going back in Using the same brush that I use for the orange, I'm going back in and I'm gonna apply more to my crease. Like I said, I really want the orange to show as much as possible, so I really tried to like pack that product in. And then using that orange brush, so I took a little bit of the pink and applied it on this brush as well, so that way I can start blending them out together. So now here I'm just blending. So now taking a pointed brush, I'm going in under my waterline with that kind of sky blue. And at first, okay, so first I started with the sky blue, but then I didn't like how it was coming out. So you're gonna see that I'm going to eventually switch over and use the darker blue. I feel like the darker blue just gave it more of a dramatic look. So that's what I stuck with. Then I'm gonna go in with the flat brush to kind of smudge it out, and then I'm gonna use my beauty blender to pick up anything I messed up on. Now I'm gonna apply my lashes. Now applying lashes on camera, difficult. Now I do not know how to use a tweezer when I apply my lashes, so I do it this way with my fingers, and it's not the easiest thing to do on camera. So again, I tried to show you how I do it, but eventually I had to just figure it out and do it off camera. So now I'm going in with my setting powder, and I'm just going to apply some with my beauty blender, again using the pointed side. Now again, this is gonna look just like the concealer. It's gonna look crazy at first. So with setting powder, the way you apply it is how it's going to come off. So you want to kind of do it neatly and not rush when you do this. And I'm just setting the areas that I use my concealer with. So I usually keep this on for about like 3 minutes. And I just get a fluffy brush and I literally just wipe it off. And you want to wipe in a circular motion and still blend it out, because now you're just buffing out that area. Okay, so now I'm taking this M.A.C bronzer and I'm just using this to set the areas that I had used when I used the brown contour stick. And then I'm taking this blush from Milani. Next, I'm going in with this M.A.C highlighter, and I'm going to start on my nose. Now, I like a lot of highlights, so I can be a little heavy-handed on my highlight, but I like my highlight to really like show and shine. So I do my forehead, I do the bridge of my nose, I do the top, the little pointy part of my nose, and then I do my sides, and I kind of like dab it in, and then I do my Cupid's bow as well. Next, I take this NYX lip liner, and again, NYX, they have the best lip liners. Like, I don't think I have any other lip liners other than NYX. They're super cheap, they're affordable, and they're so pigmented. So I'm gonna just line my lips, and like I curve my lips. My mother taught me this trick when I was younger, just to curve it. Gives you like the perfect line. And then I kind of take the lip liner and smear it onto my lips as well, kind of like a little lipstick. Then I'm going in with this M.A.C lipstick, and I'm just gonna apply some to my lips. And it's like a silvery color, that's why I like it. Now, if you want, you could leave it like this, but I love putting on gloss. So I'm going in with this M.A.C lip gloss, and I'm just dabbing just a small amount because I don't want my lips to look too white because it is silver lipstick and the lip gloss. So just a little dab. And then at the end, I'm just going to now finish with just buffing out everything. And then I take that setting spray again, and I spray to set my face. And so that's it, you guys. That's the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.